Hey Sammy fam, it's my first video after getting home from the hospital. Check it out. I got a big ice pack on here right now. So I shattered my elbow and dislocated all crazy. You can see the CT scan from the night that I got hurt. April 1st. Wish it was a joke. Wish it was a prank. I'll take you back there to the hospital. You can see how I was feeling right after I got a room, after sitting in the emergency room for like 8 hours and getting x-rays, CT, wrapped up with my first wrap, getting traction put on me by the doctor. The most pain I ever felt. I almost threw up. Hey Sammy fam. I've been in the ER waiting room since 6 o'clock now. I finally got my own room. It's 1:45. And that's fine, they had a lot going on. Lots of gunshot wounds coming in. But oh my god, this clock. This clock is so loud. I slipped on the stairs going out for date night with my wife. The like apartment stairs. And I landed just completely on my left elbow. Shattered it, dislocated it. It's all fractured in bits and pieces. So we'll see. I'm going in for surgery, hopefully first thing in the morning. And then it'll be, you know, a long stretch of follow-ups and physical therapy. Hopefully everything will get back to somewhat normal. I'm gonna have some rods and pins and screws and whatever. But I just want to make sure I can play cello, play bass, play piano, live, you know, and cook. But I can cook one-handed, kind of, probably. We'll see. I'll do my best. But that first night was really hard. They didn't really give me much pain meds, but you know, I just put on like SpongeBob on the little TV by the bed and got a couple hours of sleep in and out, you know. They told me I was supposed to have surgery at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. So I was really nervous. I've never had surgery before. But I thought, you know, great. Get it over with. Get it handled. Move on to recovery as fast as possible. But it's the weekend, so there were a lot of other trauma cases. It was wet outside. There's a big storm. It was warm. People act crazy when it's warm. When I was in the ER, there was multiple gunshot victims came in. I think one was 5 gunshots, and like blood got tracked all over the floor and stuff from the big trauma room. It was insane. So they had a lot of, you know, more life-threatening things to handle, even though for me, my situation was incredibly painful, but eventually, you know, I sat in that hotel room all the next day, and I had just a lot of time just looking around all the night, all the day, and just hating the clock on the wall. So loud. I don't think you can hear it in the video, but to me, it was deafening. Seriously, who thought it was a good idea? Put a clock this loud in a hospital room. These drugs better kick in quick. I want to sleep. I've been up since 5 a.m. the day before, so I could exercise. Like, why would you put a clock like that in a hospital room to remind me of the passage of time and my death just creeping closer and closer? Is that why? So that doesn't really make me feel good. And there were also these chairs in the hospital room that were pretty ratty-tatty, but I noticed that the arm rails were like so well worn. I would guess from like worried people sitting in them, looking at their loved ones, just rubbing them back and forth, putting their nails into them or whatever. And the paint. Ugh. It was just a dim, not nice place to be in. These bare beige walls are really making me have a new appreciation for hotel art. Or at least, you know, like crisp white, which I feel is a lot friendlier, but probably shows too many scuffs and stuff. This goddamn clock. But I got my surgery. It took 4 or 5 hours, and I had to spend another night in the hospital. How should I assemble this? And, you know, props to the doctor, to the surgeon, and to the ER docs. Thank you so much. And to all the nurses, except for one. There was one nurse who was really mean to me. Didn't want to let me go to the bathroom. I was trying to be so polite to everybody. But this nurse came in the morning that I left. I said, hey, I'm sorry to bother you with multiple things, but, you know, I'm attached to an IV. I'm attached to 2 pressure cuffs around my leg that are like helping my circulation after the surgery. And I can't get out of bed. I can't go pee other than a little bottle they gave me, but the bottle was full. And so I was going to ask if I could have the bottle emptied and if I could get a glass of water because I didn't have any water. And I asked her this and she says, "You can't stand up?" And I said, well, I'm able to stand up, but I'm not allowed to stand up because I'm chained to an IV and these other devices, and the night nurse specifically told me to ring him if I needed to go number 2 or if I needed my pee jug emptied, and my pee jug is full and I need some water and I would appreciate some pain meds. They put me on a nerve block that just makes the whole arm feel dead. It was just like, this wasn't my arm. It was so weird after the surgery. But that had worn off and I was in crazy pain. And she goes, "Oh, the night nurse should have given you pain medicine." I said, "Well, I was on a nerve block, so I didn't feel anything. So could I have some now? And could I, you know, get the pee bottle empty so I can go to the bathroom?" And she's like, "Well, if you can stand, you can go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Yes, but I'm hooked up." So she starts unhooking me from everything. I still have antibiotic in my IV. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, wait till it runs out. Well, she doesn't tell me anything. So she unhooks me, and I say, "Okay, I'll go to the bathroom." And I start to stand up, and she goes, "No, no, no," and like yells at me. She's like, "You can't go to the bathroom." It's like, "Ma'am, what do you want from me? You're saying you're not going to empty the bottle. You want me to get up and pee. Now I get up to pee, and I can't pee." She says, "I have to help you to the bathroom." And like, I'm perfectly able to stand fine, whatever procedure, but so I have to like stand up and hold on to her arm, and she walks me over to the bathroom and then lets me go in and pee on my own. And while I'm peeing, she just leaves. She doesn't replace my water. She doesn't empty my pee thing so I could go from the bed later. She says nothing about getting me pain medicine. And this is after I've been buzzing the call button for over an hour trying to get somebody to come in. And I was being very polite. I was waiting 15-minute intervals. Like, it's wild. But eventually, the people who came to check me out to see... God, this is so hard. To see if I was allowed to leave, they had a occupational therapist come and a therapist come. But the occupational therapist was like, how are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm in a lot of pain. And he said, oh, really? Have you had any pain medicine? I said, no. And at this point, it's like 10 a.m. And he says, oh my gosh, I'll go ask for you. And I said, oh, well, I think the nurse doesn't like me for some reason because I wanted to go pee. So, but he went out there and yelled at her, and then she came back and she was a lot nicer. Look at that cheesy goodness. Let's make another real quick. Well, not real quick. It's going to be really hard. Everything's so much harder when I'm have a snack. I love mozzarella sticks. Oh. But I got sent home. My wife is amazing. She took the day off work on Monday to help me get home, help me get situated at home. She baked me cookies. She got me comfort foods. Best wife ever. She stayed with me in the emergency room until like 1:30, almost 2 a.m. when they said, you know, he's probably not going to get a room tonight. Like, you can go home. And I said, baby, please, you need your sleep. And Miso, buddy, you don't want none of this. Please. Please, just, you got fed. You got fed. Just be over there. And she went home. I felt so bad I'd like ruined our evening. I bought tickets to go to this awesome new art/viewing platform experience called One Vanderbilt. And it costs like $120. And I'd ruined that because I fell down on the apartment stairs on the way there. Luckily, I called them up and they allowed me to reschedule the tickets. Of course, they charged me a $25 rescheduling fee. Like, really? A rescheduling fee for doing nothing? Thank you. But I'll be taking her back at a later date then. But she's been just super great, caring for me, helping me bathe. Oh God, when I got home, she went to pick up my prescriptions and picked up baby wipes as well to help like clean me up. We figured maybe I'll sit in the tub and like soap up and wipe down with the baby wipes, all the while trying to protect the it's not really a cast right now, the wrap I have on, so I don't get it wet, get it all stinky. You know, I gotta be in this for 2 weeks. But she came and helped me, and that was really nice. And she just washed my hair last night. But when I got in the tub, it was so embarrassing. The water ran black. I don't know why at the hospital they never offered me an opportunity to like wipe down with anything, or they didn't even give me a toothbrush to brush my teeth. So like I was constantly apologizing to staff. I'm like, I'm sorry about like my breath. I'm sorry. I'm so stinky. And they said, oh, we know being in the hospital is really hard. And I'm like, well, yeah, but we could fix these things like quite easily. I don't know. I know what's supposed to happen. It's my first time there. But I imagine you're not supposed to like soak in your filth for a day and a half, but whatever. All that matters is my arm in the end. So what I've heard is I'll probably not be able to extend it fully ever again, which is not great, but they were hopeful that I'll be able to play music again, that I'll be able to like go this way. And my fingers are working and stuff. Miso, you don't want onions. They're pretty swollen right now, buddy. So I can't even wear my wedding ring, which I don't like, especially since my wife just went out of town a few hours ago to visit her family this weekend. Not because it's Easter weekend, she actually booked the trip beforehand and didn't realize. But I really wish I could wear my wedding ring. It would make me feel a lot better about things. It's just such like a comfort, item for me. But hey, I got sandwiches, so that counts for something. That's a big stack. I, of course, forgot to put on all-important pepper. It tastes good without it, but I think it would add a little bit. Fuck. I can't bear any weight on my arm, but I've been using it kind of just like to gently hold things in place like this. I'm going to try to use my fingers as much as I can to re-get my dexterity back. It's so hard, like I can't type. I mean, I can type one-handed. Can't play music. Can kind of play video games. I've been working on that and calling it therapy. That is good, the pepper. I've been working on cooking. I helped make some sushi with my wife. It was musubi. It's like rice with different layers of stuff in between. So I cooked the rice. I cooked the shrimp she had on hers. And that was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to try making a pan pizza tomorrow. I think I can do that with one hand. I'm not sure if I could make like a flat, like big New York style pizza right now. I can't stretch the dough, My eating style used to be messy for fun and because I was trying to eat fast to make use of the quiet periods between people in my neighborhood being ratchet and making noise. And now it's just messy because I'm disabled. Yeah, it's okay. I'm trying not to be too down about it. I've only had one big cry about it. So my wife was taking out the trash and the recycling. First day I was back, normally a thing that I do, I try to be a house husband, take care of everything. She was doing that. I went in the bathroom and I was getting my first opportunity to brush my teeth. And I just started sobbing as I was brushing my teeth. I was thinking like, am I not going to function right for the rest of my life? They also said that all the cartilage in my arm, my elbow is pretty much gone, destroyed. That does not grow back. So I'm looking at arthritis pain probably for the rest of my life. I was thinking, can I be a good husband? Will I be able to pick up a child? Will I be able to do household tasks? It just all got to me right then. But I just have to take it one day at a time. in 2 weeks, I have my post-op where they will x-ray me. I think they're going to open up my temporary cast here, take a look, and they make a choice if they're going to wrap me back up in either like a soft cast, kind of like what I have now, or the more traditional, like plasticky cast. Every day the pain's getting better. I'm taking less and less pain medicine. They give me like 5 milligram oxy Percocets, which have been enough to take the edge off when I need, but I've been pushing them further and further apart till I'm barely taking them, and it hurts, but I don't want to be completely reliant upon that. I've had some weird problems after surgery. I noticed my uvula, the dangly thing in the back of your throat, got like irritated by the tube going down my throat or something. And when I eat acidic foods now, it gets extra irritated and really big and like almost blocks my throat and makes me feel like I'm choking. So that's kind of scary. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night because my arm had gotten kind of warm and it started to sweat, which wearing this thing, it's like a gigantic down blanket wrapped around my arm. It's hard to avoid. It gets hot. But it started to itch and I was laying in bed and I just felt so trapped. And I'd already taken like antihistamines to try to help with the itching. And I didn't know what to do. And I was just panicking, like, I'm stuck in here, I can't do anything. I wanted to cut it off, but I know I can't do that. If I had a gun, I might have shot myself because it just felt like I had to escape, but I couldn't. Eventually, I lay down on the couch and I paced around for a long time, but I lay down on the couch and I listened to like smooth jazz for a long time, just telling myself it's fine, it's okay, it's fine, it's okay in my head, over and over again until I could kind of fall asleep. So I'm not doing great, but I just gotta keep going. I have nobody. My cat is upset because my wife isn't home this weekend. And apparently he was upset because I wasn't home last weekend. So he's just going through it. Poor guy. But I've been trying to give him lots of love, cuddle with him. But I have to be forceful and tell him like where he can't cuddle with me because it'll hurt me too much. Oh, Lord, I overstuffed this. But thank you everyone who's been so supportive. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll keep watching. I'll keep trying to post and start trying to do some one-arm cooking videos. That might be kind of fun. Challenging. And see if we can do some one-armed ASMR as well over on my, no, I'm Sammy Boy, you know, the main channel. But I'm gonna go take care of my boy and relax a little bit because I get tired a little bit easier now. Maybe it's just a healing process. Keep being strong. I'll keep being strong. Love you guys. Bye.